Alright guys, today I'll be showing you how to change the fuel filter on a 2.4 liter 2006 Cobalt SS. First step you're going to want to do is jack up the car. Before you jack up the car, since my driveway is kind of inclined forward, I'm going to put my car in reverse so when I jack it up from the back, my front wheels won't move. Also, what I like to do is I like to take some pieces of wood, stick them under the tire for extra safety. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Okay, so once you have the car up in the air, what you're going to want to do is you're going to have to depressurize the fuel system. So when you take out the fuel filter, fuel doesn't go squirting everywhere. And if you look in the owner's manual, the fuel pump relay is right over there. So you want to go under the hood, take off the cover for this, and the fuel pump relay is this one right over here. You just pull it out, put it to the side. Now what you want to do is go inside the car, make sure you have the clutch in because I put the car in gear so I can have it up in the air safely. And just turn it on. Since the fuel pump relay isn't there, the car is just going to die by itself because there's no more fuel in the system. So just do that one more time just to get all the system out. Once you do that, you're all set. Okay, so this is what the fuel filter looks like for the Cobalt. And right here and on this side, they have these really annoying quick connect fittings. So you're going to need one of these tools, preferably one that's skinny, because I've used these before and they do not fit under there. You'll see when I get under there. But you're going to want to get one of these. Okay, so you're going to want to go under the car and almost at the wheels you're going to see the fuel filter in the middle right there. So as you can see right there, that silver is the only amount of space I have to fit that tool inside. So if I have one of these, okay, yeah, so as you can see right there, there's barely any space for me to fit a tool right there. So if you see for this one, it just won't go in there. So you gotta get one that's fairly skinny and that you can just wiggle in there. Once you clamp it around the fitting, you just push forward. Okay, so once you take off those two lines over there, you're going to take a 10mm socket, an extension, and a ratchet, and just take off the bracket from the fuel filter. Okay, so I apologize for not being able to capture it on film, but for that last line that's on here, all you need is this tool. You just put it around the line and you slide it in, and then you just twist this off the line and it'll come right off. And when I bought my fuel filter, the new one, it came with a new bracket, but I misplaced it, so I'm just gonna use the old bracket. I'll put that on right now. Okay, so once you've put the new fuel pump on its bracket, you can go ahead and you could slide it onto that line right there. Just take off the protective cover from it. Okay, so once you slide the fuel filter onto that line right there, you can align the bracket in place, and then you can take that 10mm bolt and just slide it back in there. You grab your 10mm socket. Okay, so once you've tightened that bracket, what you're going to want to do is you want to go up here, take off the two little protective caps on the other side of the filter, And all you gotta do is just take each line and just slide them in. They just click right in. And now you're done. Okay, so once you're done doing everything under there, you want to go back to the front of the car. You want to go ahead and grab that relay and then put it back in place. Make sure you put the protective cover back on. And then you want to go inside the car and start it. It might take a little. Okay, so we'll go and start it. It might take a little bit because there's no fuel in the system. So you just hold it. Okay, so once it's started, you want to quickly go under the car and inspect for leaks. Make sure there's no fuel leaking because that could always be bad. And so far, so good. I'm gonna go shut it off now. Okay, so now that you're done with that, you just want to safely lower the car back down. And that's how you change the fuel filter on a 2006 2.4 Chevy Cobalt SS.